y'all, it's Winn Dixie with Ravin Dixie Line. Thanks for joining us for this episode of The Biker, being filmed in Atlanta, Georgia. Today we have special guests with us. We have Tru Ikonz MC, the Atlanta chapter. The president of the Atlanta chapter, Dizzy D, is with us. How are you, Dizzy D?
I'm fine, and you?
I'm doing well. We also have Doc Holliday, the vice president. How are you today?
Very well. How about yourself?
I'm doing well. We also have the PRO, Slick With It. How you doing, Slick?
I'm doing good, and yourself?
I'm doing well. I'm so excited to have y'all be a part of the show. I met Doc at Victory Lap last year. He came up for the event, won a lot of trophies, won some cash, and we formed a relationship, and we've just been following each other since then. So I was really excited to get down here and get them to be a part of the show. So we're going to hear a little bit about the history of Tru Ikonz from Dizzy.
Okay, Tru Ikonz started back in 2001. The Augusta chapter is the mother chapter. It was the idea of T-Mac. He took a few of the brothers from the Augusta, original members of the Augusta chapter, to Myrtle Beach one year.
So he was the founder.
Yes, T-Mac is the founder. And he took them to Myrtle Beach one year. He was the only one with a motorcycle. And the guys went for him, and he said, hey, let's form a club. And basically, the next year, they all had bikes, and they went back to Myrtle Beach. And voila, Tru Ikonz started in 2001.
And that was Augusta, right?
Yes, Augusta.
Okay.
Augusta chapter. And for a long time, they did, a couple members in the chapter wanted them to expand and get more chapters and stuff like that. But there was resistance. They didn't want it because they felt as though this club is a tight-knit bunch of brothers and they didn't want outsiders.
Right.
So eventually they started expanding. In, I believe, 2011, they started the Shelby, North Carolina chapter. And since then, we've added several more chapters. We're up to 8 chapters now. So we have chapters in Atlanta. We started in January of 2013, but we have chapters in Fayetteville, North Carolina, Greensboro, North Carolina, Rocky Mount, North Carolina, Shelby, North Carolina. We have a North Augusta, South Carolina chapter, and we also have a Fredericksburg, Virginia chapter.
Okay, yeah. I know about the Virginia chapter and the Shelby chapter.
And so our philosophy, though, and what gravitates a lot of people to us is when you see us out at national events, people can't tell that we're different chapters. They all think that we're just like one chapter because we all act like brothers, and it's like one big, one nation, as we call it.
Right.
So we don't have that's the Atlanta chapter over there, or that's the North Carolina chapter over there. We're all together, and you can't tell that we don't belong to the same chapter. So we all believe that, if you look at our motto, yes, I am my brother's keeper, that's the way we feel about everything. We're all brothers. We argue like brothers. We fight like brothers. But at the end of the day, we're brothers.
Yeah.
And it's been a great experience. I've been in the club for 6 years now. Yeah. And
So were you in the club when the Atlanta chapter?
Yes. I helped start the Atlanta chapter.
Okay.
It was 6 of us that started the Atlanta chapter. We started that journey in 2012, going through the process, because there's a process to start a club. So we had to follow that process. I was originally my vest had Augusta chapter on there because there wasn't any other Georgia chapters. And then once we were allowed to start the Atlanta chapter, we switched over in January of 2013 to the Atlanta chapter with 6 members.
Okay. So I know that a lot of the Atlanta chapter, at least, you all are military men, right?
Yeah.
So what branch of the military are you in?
Oh, it's the one and only, the Army.
Oh, Lord.
Army, we were here before the nation was even, before America was even formed.
Right.
So, I'm just putting it out there.
What about you, Slick? What about you, Slick? Solid, right? Can you compete with that? You're Army, right?
Well,
so I did my 10 years and then I left it alone after that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did 5 years in the one and only Marine Corps. They can say all they want to say about the Army. Simplify. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Very cool. So, Tru Ikonz MC are infamous for their Myrtle Beach parties, right? Like y'all have the best parties on the beach every summer. So tell us a little bit about the beach party.
It's colossal. It's my first time being around it. It was like, man, y'all got how can you get this many people here for this? You know, and like I was telling you, free is free. You know, everything's free food, free everything. So, you know, once you broadcast it, people just come. You know, and even after the food is gone, people still coming. You know, because it's just, you know, we had so many clubs there, so many people there, and no issues, no problem. We had, I mean, the police were out there helping us with traffic. It's unbelievable.
So y'all stay up in North Myrtle. You stay in the same location. What's your location? Shout it out.
817 South Ocean Boulevard.
So which day do y'all typically have y'all's party on that week? Friday.
It's Friday.
And is it all day?
All day. Well, we normally we try to stop around about 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
But hey, people won't leave.
Yeah.
You know, good atmosphere, good vibes. You don't want to leave.
So do y'all have a pool at y'all's beach house, or is it like y'all are on the ocean basically? Right?
Both.
Okay.
Both.
Yeah.
We've got a pool, got a fire pit, the ocean. We got the ocean view right there. You know, it's we've got everything right there. You know, and it's right there on the strip. And the best part about it, we're not caught up in that loop.
Yeah.
You know, the loop that's on the south side. So
yeah,
you get past that. So
that loop is brutal.
It
is.
is.
My gosh, it takes like an hour to get through there, and
it is. But we're past all of that. You know, it's a great location, and people just come and, you know, we had people come the next day like, hey man, y'all doing this again? You know,
it's a one day thing, buddy.
And you can't get them to leave.
Yeah.
You know, and you know, we don't, you know, we want you to come out there and fellowship, you know, it's all family, you know, it's all love. And, you know, that's the whole reason we do it. You know, so.
And so y'all do this every year?
Every year.
Slick, you been to one?
Yes, I've been to 2.
2? What was that for you? Your experience?
My experience, the first time I went, I was kind of amazed to see like so many people come through, and it kind of started off slow, but as time went along, everybody got dressed and came out, and you just see, like Doc said, just a ton of people coming together, having fun, no issues, free food, free drinks, and just friendship with each other.
It's like that commercial, free.
Once we get that
free
DJ
entertainment.
booth going,
So, it's not just Tru Ikonz. Obviously, a lot of you all's chapters kind of go there every year. So a lot of Tru Ikonz are at your party, but
yes, the whole nation.
Every party. I mean, every club is invited to y'all's parties, right?
Oh yeah.
It's open invitation.
Independent writers.
Anybody.
Yeah,
You don't even have to have a bite. Come on through.
It's a lot of fun.
And it seems like even if you come up there with animals, it goes away once you get there.
Yeah.
You know, once you get there, just that feeling of everybody's having fun. You know.
Yeah.
Everybody's having fun. Everybody's drinking. Everybody's eating. Everybody's dancing. You know, and then you get to see the bikes. You know, and every year, news crew come out. Not news crew, but you know, people come out and videotape. You know, they do the reports for Myrtle Beach. They come out and, you know, they videotaped our party and did interviews and stuff, and they couldn't believe it.
So how long have y'all been having you all's party there? Do you know, Dizzy?
It's been going on since before we got to that place. I say at least 8-9 years.
8-9 years.
Mm-hmm.
And I've never been to one before. I've seen pictures, but I've never been to one.
Hey, cordially invited.
I'm gonna come. I'm gonna come 1 year. I know I won't be able to come this year, but I'm gonna come 1 year.
Roger that.
Yeah.
We'd love to have.
For
We
sure.
would love to have you.
Because we outgrew the first year I went, we were staying at the old house, which was just a 3-story house that had probably 12 bedrooms at the most. And now the complex we're on has, I believe it's like 12 houses.
Oh, okay.
And then, you know, everything's underneath. You know how everything at the beach is on stilts.
Yeah.
So the whole party's underneath, so you don't have to worry about the rain.
Right.
You know, rain, sleet, snow. You know,
So it's under. It's under.
Yeah, it's in the
It's like
in the park, in the carport under.
Right, like a pavilion type of thing. Okay.
So we're, you know, we clear out all the cars that morning, and then the only thing that can come in there is bikes.
Yeah.
You know? To think about it, it gets to the point where there's so many bikes in there, you almost can barely walk around because there's that many bikes in there. And then the people, and like we have about 2-3 DJs in our club, so they do the DJing all day. And then we have some microphone hounds that get on the mic, and you know,
every MC party has one.
Yeah.
and it's just good fun, and we don't have any problems from the police. They literally come down there during the week before the party to touch base with us every year and talk to us, and they like, we're on the calendar. They always say, hey, y'all handle inside, we got the street. So they don't come inside. They don't even bother us. So you come in there and do what you want. You don't have to worry about the police bothering you and all that. It's not going to happen.
They'll stop traffic.
They're outside. They don't come in.
Right.
They'll stop traffic and let everybody that's trying to come in or leave, you know, and they control it out there.
Still trying to regulate a little bit.
Yeah. And even they've commented on it's like, I don't see how y'all can do this. We've never seen this before, you know.
Yeah, they say they've literally told us they've never seen this many diverse bike clubs.
Yeah.
Under one
roof. Control, no problems. You know, no problems at all.
That's awesome. So if you all are in Myrtle this year, y'all go by Tru Ikonz the Friday of Myrtle of Beach Week, and
starts at 2.
Starts at 2. And holler that address one more time. We're gonna throw it up.
It's 817 South Ocean Boulevard.
All right, South Ocean Boulevard.
Big beach house on the front, on the right hand side.
Ocean Vistas.
Ocean Vistas. Gotcha.
Ocean Vistas. All right, so we're going to take a quick commercial break and hear from our sponsors, and then we'll have a Dixie roadside safety tip, and we'll be right back.
If you've ever seen two motorcyclists traveling down the road, you might have seen them make this gesture. This is a common thing that all bikers do, to let them know they're part of the family. They are in this community together. I'm also in the family. I've been riding bikes for over 30 years now, and as a lawyer, I understand the rights that go into protecting motorcyclists. If you find yourself in trouble, in need of a lawyer, call me. Because I may not look like a lawyer, but I don't have to. And I won't back down in protecting your rights.
Today's Dixie roadside safety is going to be about the precautions of driving while there are bikers on the road. Our motto is looking twice saves lives, watch for bikers on the road. Joining me for this Dixie roadside safety is Ice. He's with Tru Ikonz MC. On November 4th, he was involved in an accident that he sustained some injuries and some road rash. Thank God he came out, you know, all together in one piece, but tell us what happened on November 4th.
Well, on November 4th, we were coming from a location, and I was on 20 by Thornton Road. And I seen the lady behind me, and she was just all over the road. And so she decided that she wanted to share the lane with me. And that wasn't a very good feeling.
Yeah.
You know? And she ended up forcing me I rear-ended another car and got hit by another car. So, yeah.
So you kind of like was sideswiped a little?
I was kind of like in the air.
Yeah. So you went in the air.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
But you had your helmet on and everything.
I did.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
yeah,
Good,
I did.
good. And you got your leg? Leg?
Actually, I broke the metatarsal bones on my right foot.
Right foot?
So it's called a Lisp Frank fracture.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're recovering from that.
I am.
Yeah, so that happened November 4th, and we're in March now.
Yes.
Still on crutches, but you're getting there, right?
still
And you got
on
some road rash.
Tiny bit.
Tiny bit.
Yeah. You know, tuck the road.
Yeah.
You know how you do it.
You did your thing.
I did my thing.
Yeah.
I did my thing.
Thank God you knew how to do your thing.
Hey, angels
Right?
of mercy.
Yeah,
They are
for
there.
sure.
Yeah.
For sure. You're blessed. So the Dixie roadside safety is looking twice saves lives.
Yes,
Watch
it
for
does.
bikers like Ice and all of Tru Ikonz and all bikers all over. Thank you. About why Tru Ikonz has been the club that these guys decided to join, because there are many MCs out there, and Atlanta has a plethora of MCs for sure. So we'll start with Slick with it. Slick, why Tru Ikonz?
Well, the reason I chose Tru Ikonz was because my cousin, he was in the club, or he is in the club, and he had me hanging around a couple of years before I actually joined the club. So I got a chance to meet everyone, go out to a couple of events, and see how everybody interact with each other. So I took it upon myself to wanted to join the club.
Okay. So, how long you been riding though?
Oh, let me see. Before I joined the club, probably like 3 years.
3
So I
years.
joined in 2017. So around 2014.
You start riding?
Yes.
All right. Okay. Cool. So, Doc, why Tru Ikonz?
I need a little backstory to that.
Okay. Come on. Let's hear it.
My dad, who's in the club also, shout out to Sandman. Sandman, yeah. He started riding when I was just a little boy, around 96, 97. Taught himself how to ride. Then when he got him a boost of the 90, the CBR 1100 Blackbird. So, yeah, and he still has that same bike. But he never joined a club. So when I went to the Army, came back out, you know, I was like, hey, man, let's go for a ride. You know, I'm riding now. So I go in his house and I see this cut on the back of his, hanging up in his kitchen. I'm like, hey, man,
A lot of shit doesn't change.
What's going on, man? He said, hey, I joined a club. And my dad is picky, very picky. And he's proud military also. So for him to, he's picky about who he surrounds himself with.
Right.
So for him to go this many years, almost 20 years and decide to pick a club to go, I said, these got to be some special brothers.
Yeah.
They got to be. So I said, I got to meet him, man. He said, yeah, I'm going to let you meet. So we ended up meeting him. I ended up meeting everybody. And as a matter of fact, Ice was one of the first people I met. And we met the kickstands up, and then that day they were...
Ice is who did the Dixie rope side safety too.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, and they just so happened to be doing a charity event that day. They were feeding the homeless. And we went from the kickstand up spot to the actual homeless place, and some more of the members were showing up. So when we got to the to the area, more of the members started showing up. And I remember walking over to one person that was like, hey man, what's going on? My XYZ, I'm Salmon. So he's like, okay, cool, nice to meet you. Hey, grab that box, take it on down there to that table, bust it open and start feeding these folks. You know what I'm saying? Like that. So I'm like, okay, cool. So we fed the homeless. We hit a couple more spots after that. And after that, we went to another member's house and broke out food, beer, and we sitting around talking, chilling, fellowshipping. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm sitting back, and me and my dad are talking, and I'm like, I see why you picked these guys, These guys took me in not knowing who I am just because they're going off of my dad, and they brought me in like I was just one of their own already, And I worked with them, and I ate, and then I drunk with them, and I'm like, it took me back to when I was in the service. And in the service, you get a bunch of strangers put together, and y'all are bonding because you got to come and go. And you got you got something in common. And, not the fact that people out there trying to kill you and all of that stuff, but y'all are coming together regardless of your background, your diversity, your interests or whatnot. And you form a brotherhood almost forcefully in the Army. This is voluntary. You can do it. You can make it. And having that and not even knowing them, I knew then, I said, yeah, this is
a place for you.
This is family here. When I had that feeling of being back in the Army, I said, yeah, this is it right here. Yeah. This is me. And I stayed on him like, hey man, they taking people.
So how long did you hang around for a little bit?
Almost a year. Yeah, my pops was like, well, I want to make sure you're ready. And his cousin PR called me and he was like, hey, we got this football game coming up for Iron Bread is having this football tournament. Hey, you busy that day? Yeah. And I was like, nah, I was busy, but I was like, nah. I got unbusy. I was like, hey, I'm coming. And we went out there and we played flag football. It was a charity event for leukemia. And they call me from time to time after that, to help out with stuff. And just putting in that working after that, and Dad finally said, all right, you doing anything tomorrow? We got a meeting tomorrow. I want you to come in. Yeah, I ain't busy. I was busy, but I came on in, and and first thing they said, are you sure this is what you're getting yourself into? And I said, yeah, and that was it. So that's why I chose my family, and the rest is history. So what year was that? That was 2016.
2016, and you're vice president.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, for sure.
I put the work.
So you mentioned a lot of charities that Tru Ikonz participate in while you were talking about why you made the decision to join that. So I'm gonna let Dizzy speak about the various charities that you all are a part of. I know y'all do. Y'all have a school that you sponsor.
Yes, Barack H. Obama Elementary School over in that's Decatur, isn't it? Yeah, Decatur. It's over in Zone 6. It's a magnet school. We're a community partner with them actually, and they pretty much have opened the doors to us. We can come down there anytime we want. You have your vest on and you walk in the door, and it's like all the teachers know who we are. We've gone down there and given out, school supplies. One year they were having their field day for the students. So we came down and barbecued and cooked for the teachers. So, the students were being taken care of. We took care of the teachers. And then also we asked the school last year or 2 years ago, we asked the school to give us some names of some exceptional teachers you have here. And we actually brought gift cards to like Outback, Olive Garden, and all that other stuff. Yep. And they didn't know this was happening. So we went down to the school and it was about 6 or 7 of us. And they took us around to the teacher's classroom, pulled them out, and we gave them the gift cards right there. And they loved it. Because school supplies, that's a big thing we do every year. It's more than one club that does it. But when you go down there, I went down there one year and we lay out all the school supplies on the table, and just to see the amount of families that come through to get backpacks, notebooks, pens, paper, and all that other stuff, and how grateful they are to have it, because some of these families don't have it.
Right. And I think it's so great that y'all are involved in so many various charities, and what y'all do is really, really good for the community. So, and being a part of the MC, it's a good way to give back. If you're struggling with you want to give back in some way, being involved with the MC or an SC is just that's one big thing for us. That's what we do. We give back to the communities.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Impressive. Very, very impressive. So we are going to change the tone a little bit, and we are now going to talk about you all's bikes. Okay? So we're gonna start with Dizzy D. We're gonna talk about what he rides. What you riding?
Well, my girlfriend is it's a BMW. It's a 2014 BMW K1600. I love that bike. Me and her have seen a lot of the road together. Just like I was talking to you earlier, last year I wasn't working at the time. When the week before Myrtle, I said, I'm bored, so I just jumped on my motorcycle and rode to Maryland to go visit family, by myself. I don't care. I'm a ride. Rode to Maryland and hung out with my family in the Fredericksburg chapter up there. And then it was time to ride to Myrtle. I rode down to Myrtle with them. And then when Myrtle was over, I rode home by myself. So
all on the BMW?
Yes, all on the BMW.
So he has. I've seen this before, but I've never met anyone that rides this, and obviously y'all are probably seeing pictures of his bike right now. He has the BMW bike, so it can give you the feel of both bagger and sports bike, right?
Yes.
It's a comfortable ride.
They call it's comfortable. I'll admit it's not as comfortable as a Harley or a Goldwing.
Be real with us. Be real with us.
I'm not getting on no Harley or Goldwing, but it's technically called a sport touring. But you have the bags just like a Goldwing, but the back is raised, so I can still lean it. I'll lean it like a sport bike.
Yeah.
I'll scrape the pegs on it.
Yeah.
That's just the way I ride. And when I back in my CBR 1000 days, I was a terror. So I can't get away from the performance completely. So I had to keep it.
That's a good medium.
Yes.
I know Indian Motorcycle just released a bike kind of sort of like that BMW bike about a month ago.
Okay.
So, if you want to.
Yeah, they trying.
come on over to Beep and it. All right, Slick, what you riding?
Well, the bike I'm on today is a Suzuki 600.
All right. Tell us a little bit about it.
It's
I'm
nice.
interrupting.
Go ahead.
He has another bike that he's brought, but he won't tell us what it is.
So he hasn't
we can't talk about
revealed
that.
it yet.
We can't talk about
Is it
that.
private?
We can't talk about that. No, that's G14. That's G14
Oh, you have
classified.
upgrades done on it?
Yes.
All right. You're going to send me a picture when it's done, right?
Yeah.
All right.
I think it transformed into like 2 different
Something.
bikes, man.
You're right.
Yeah. It's got spike strips, torpedoes. But yeah, He's got something coming. It's on the
Yeah.
wraps. He won't even tell me.
Oh, I'm
We ride
excited
together all
for
the
you.
time.
I'm excited for you. And if you're keeping a big secret, then it's gonna be hard as hell, ain't it?
Yeah. All I'm saying is, if he leave me while we going to Myrtle, he just gone. I'm just gonna let him go.
I just say this. I hope he can keep up.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
But hey, my tank is bigger, so.
Right. So he doesn't have to stop. You can keep going. I beat you.
Yeah.
You had to fill up. All right, Doc.
I have a 2017 Harley Davidson Ultra Limited, basically baby CDO. It's a touring bike. It's a big cruiser. It's got the touring back, where they say it's got the big button on the back of it. And it's my first cruiser. It's phenomenal.
Yeah.
Of course, it's a Harley, so it normally stays a lot in the shop.
Yeah. You need to go to the shop right now.
But when
don't
it's
you?
not in the shop. Yeah. After this, I'm taking it to the shop. So, but it's amazing. I heard stories. I've always been on the crotch rocket. Dad raised me on the crotch rocket. He's still on the crotch rocket. So, but after like the last time I got hit, I was like, maybe I should get a Harley. And the wife convinced me to get one. So we went in there, and it's funny. We went in there, and the salesman was trying to get me to buy this, and I was like, nah, I want me a Road Glide matte black special. That's what I want if y'all ain't got them walking out. So as I'm leaving, he targeted her. He said, hey, you guys want to take this ride, blah, blah. And he was like, which one you want? And she pointed at the trike.
Sorry.
So the guy looked at me. I was already walking away.
Now you're running.
And I hear him in the ear. He said, hey, man, I don't think your husband going to want to ride there, man. So he said, well, what about this one? And she saw the big seat on the back and the speakers. She said, what about this one? I looked back at it. I said, okay, it's matte black, it's matte gray, it's two-tone, it's the club colors. All right, we'll take it for a ride. And that was it. Next thing we went on the ride, came back, somehow ended up signing the paper. So
your wife, she went for it though. She put you from a sports bike to a damn trike. She's like, she cares about your safety.
Oh yeah, and plus she likes to ride.
She wants to ride, yeah.
The longest ride I've done, she rode with me the whole way. I don't know
Which
how.
is amazing.
Amazing. I sat back there on the seat just drinking the juice one time at a ride. I'm like, I don't know how to do this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how they do it. I really don't. You got only person got all the control, and I don't know how to do
You're
it.
just there, but you get in unison.
Yeah.
With the person that you're
Well,
riding
half
with.
the time she sleeps. So.
So it's easy.
Yeah,
She's on autopilot.
Oh yeah. I had to try to talk to her sometimes. She'd be about to knock out. So
yeah.
But she's a ride or die though.
Yeah. She's a very nice lady.
And just like one of your things you're saying, where for us having wives, you got to get that household straight before you go somewhere. Because I say, hey babe, I'm going to Oklahoma. I got to make sure she's good with that. Because I can't be in Oklahoma and worry about her
What's
being
going on
mad.
there?
Yeah, because I got to still come home to that,
It's an understanding.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly. So, and she's been my rock and my number one supporter.
Yeah.
For all of this.
She's your ride or die.
Oh yeah. And you see, once y'all met, she's like, hey, I'm finna go get XYZ. Y'all need anything?
Yeah.
So
she's taking care of us.
Yeah. And it's family. That's the best part about this, because my kids don't know him as Dizzy D. That's Uncle Dizzy.
Right.
That's Uncle Slickwood.
Right.
That's Uncle Ice. This is my family. And this is what I wanted. This is what I got, and this is what I'm gonna fight to keep. So, and my family knows them, and they can pull up anytime they want. And
I love y'all's bond.
Yeah.
I love y'all's bond.
I love this shit. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
You can say shit.
Okay. I love it.
I say shit all the time.
Yeah. I love it. I
Yeah.
love it. And it's nothing like it.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And just having like the brotherhood, do you know what I mean? Just having them, it's just like an extension of who you are, and just represented in a bigger way. Right?
I think the biggest thing, I know that if anything happens to me, my family will be good. They're gonna look out after my family.
Yeah.
So Ice, you'll see him later on, but he went down, broke both his feet. But the family, his foots, the family, of Tru Ikonz, we're there for him. Whatever he needs, all you gotta do is call. We're there for him. And so that's the biggest thing that I like, is that I know that no matter what, I'm good, they good. Simple as that.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's the MC. That's Tru Ikonz Nation.
You know it.
So I'm gonna let you all now tell us about your annual, the date of your annual, and if you know the location already, you can put that out there as well. So
I'll let Doc speak to that.
all right, Doc.
It's gonna be May 4th at Regulators, at Regulators MC Atlanta. I want to say it's 825 Howell Mill. I had to double check on that address.
Yeah,
but
and we'll throw it up for y'all.
Yeah, but we normally do a day party, but we do the night party. But either way, if you know the Myrtle Beach parties, we still gonna do our thing.
Okay, cool.
Because this family thing we spread it to everybody. You know, now we got our own thing, our own bond, you know, that we keep in, that, you know, we keep to ourselves, but you know, we still do the same thing.
Yeah, you support the set.
We support the set. We support everybody. So come out, party with us, fellowship with us, drink with us.
May 4th.
May 4th.
Regulators Clubhouse.
Right, Cinco de Mayo. You know,
Cinco
so
de Mayo.
yeah, we would love to have anybody come out. You know,
I interview so many different MCs, and I can, you know, categorize them like this is this type, this, and each one is so different. And you all are like, you have your own lane. You know what I'm saying? So I can feel it. I can feel it.
We appreciate it.
I love
appreciate it.
I love
appreciate it.
All right, so I think we're going to wrap up the show now.
I just want to say,
Go ahead.
I really appreciate what you're doing.
Thank you.
I really appreciate it. If I'm not, I'm going to be your #1 fan for everything you're doing. But just like when I met you, I really appreciate what you're doing. I really want you to continue what you're doing. If you need anything, you let us know.
Thank you.
Because I really appreciate what you're doing.
I appreciate that.
We don't see that a lot.
Yeah.
Especially with the set, you showing the other side of the set versus the stuff people see on TV.
Right.
So you're giving a good side to everything we're doing. I really appreciate that.
Thanks.
I really do.
And I will say this, without my VP, and I think I got the best VP and the best pro in the world,
Army.
because he doing the damn thing and he doing the damn thing, they make me look good. You know, I can sit up here and just be like, because I got them too. They're doing the damn thing and they do a good job. I'm glad to have them.
All right.
I'm glad to have them.
Yeah. Thank you again.
Very cool. All right, so very much appreciative of coming down to Atlanta. And me and Doc figured this out today. This is my first time recording an episode of The Biker in a different state, not in Tennessee. You know, we've recorded in other states, but not an episode of The Biker. So, yes, we can mark that off the list. ATL, Georgia.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to head on out of here.
Beer and food now.
Beer and food time. All right, so all you all that are watching, continue to watch for Bikers on the Road. Winn Dixie, out.